Power here for you, who is a very authoritative source on a lot of things SEO. Specifically, today we're going to do something really exciting, which is the use of AI for branding. So this is like cutting edge, super exciting stuff. How are you, Terry?
I am doing great. 2025 is here, and
Hmm.
this is the year everything changes.
Right on. I love that attitude. Yeah. So, AI, this is something you've been working with for quite a while. It's really getting onto people's plates right now, though. But branding with AI, this is something that's exciting and that you're specializing in. What is it exactly?
Well, branding is, but the definition is leaving a mark on something,
Mm-hmm.
um, as we would with cattle or sheep. But
Mm-hmm.
it's doing the same thing with people, so that
Mm-hmm.
when someone um, who is aware of your brand and its authority thinks, let's get a pizza tonight, they're calling your pizza shop.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to Google and saying, I wonder where we should get a pizza from, or let me
Mm-hmm.
call Susie and see where they get their pizzas
Right.
from. They already know the authority brand in their area for their pizzas or whatever it happens to be.
Mm-hmm.
So branding in general is leaving a mark,
Mm-hmm.
leaving an authoritative mark on a potential customer.
Mm-hmm.
And doing it with AI, all these generative AI tools means we can do it quicker
Mm-hmm.
and cheaper.
Mm-hmm. And
So
easier.
it's not doing anything that hasn't been done throughout marketing history.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the process is now quicker, easier, cheaper. Um, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
right. For a
matter if
business
you're a
owner, they
brand
don't
new
have much
company.
time. So yeah, sorry.
Right. Right. No, that's okay. It doesn't matter if you're a brand new company and you need to get that brand out there, or if you're an existing company but you want to break through. Uh,
Right, right.
you don't
So
want to
if,
just be one of the X, whatever people that sell this product or this service. You want to be the name brand. You want to be when people think I need to blow my nose, they think of Kleenex, the
hmm
brand.
hmm
They don't just think I need some tissues.
hmm
Um, and AI can help you get there.
Right.
Uh,
So in one case, if you have an existing business, you're using AI to help simplify the process of amplifying their branding. In the other case, you're actually creating a brand using AI. Let's discuss that. That's exciting. Let's talk about that.
yeah, well, there are, as we know, so many platforms out there on the web, and each of them have target markets. So you need to do the research to figure out what your target market is, who your audience is, the what they'll call the avatar, and your unique selling position to that avatar. And AI can help with all of this, right? You can find out who is your target audience, your perfect customer, where they hang out online. Are they a
hmm
Pinterest person? Are they into Instagram? Are they on Swarm or some blue sky, find out where they are. And
hmm
maybe they're not all in one place. Maybe they like Facebook because they do it for their family stuff on there and they do Discord.
hmm hmm
But once you find that out, then AI can help you make a plan for a branding campaign in that on that platform,
Aha.
as
So
well as, of course, using what you learn in your own marketing on your web pages and on your all your social medias. Because even if most of your audience you find is on Pinterest, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be on Facebook also,
hmm
um, calling your brand the same, using that same brand voice.
right, right. So in some cases, you're using data points from the actual uh, existing channels.
Yeah, and in most cases, because um, since we have this massive computing power now,
hmm
um, it's easy to take those data points, take your analysis, go to your favorite robot, go to Perplexity and say, look, here is my website. It's terrypower.com. My main competitors are such and such.com, such and such.com, and such and such.com. Can you analyze them and tell them what they are missing that I could put in my brand,
Hmm.
what they are doing well, that sort of thing. And then if you want, you can go institute that, or you can say to the AI, okay, what's the best way for me to do that, to accomplish that?
Right, right,
And how can I hook that up with my brand voice that we've found I should be talking to, 40-year-old recently divorced women or
right.
whatever it happens to
Yeah,
be.
yeah, what it is. Yeah, Jesper Nissen actually uses that exact same method.
Yeah. And Jesper's a great guy. We have talked a lot over the years.
Mm,
We hung
agreed.
out in Denmark.
Oh, wow, you've been over there.
Yeah, he invited
Oh,
me over
far out.
there, and he's a cool guy and
He's the best. Yeah,
very
yeah.
smart,
Yeah,
very, very
exactly.
smart.
Exactly. And anytime I see two experts using the same method, I know that there's something there. So we've used AI then to do our research. We've used AI then to mold what we're doing into that and to create a framework around it. Now let's talk about what are some of the benefits that are going to come back to us from having done all this.
Well, the biggest benefit is going to be an increase in traffic, okay, to your properties, your branded properties, whether it's an increase of traffic to your Pinterest page, to your blog, to your main website. Um, but by using AI, you can increase the speed of those by through content creation,
Hmm. Hmm.
using your brand voice, because you can tell any of these generative AIs, hey, this is, and give it examples of this is my brand voice. This is how
Hmm.
we talk.
Hmm.
We're Popeye's chicken and we talk like this,
Hmm.
or we're Chick-fil-A and we talk like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that your content reflects that. Your social media posts all reflect that. Your emails reflect that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Your Q&As, the answers you give reflect it. It helps in your SEO, obviously, and the overall automation for your marketing. So you get more traffic. The traffic you get comes more often from your ideal customer versus
Hmm.
just somebody else finding it. Not that
Hmm.
there's anything wrong with that, but you want to focus on the people that when they get there are most likely to make a purchase or
Right,
take
right.
whatever action you've
You're
got, your
zeroing
call to
in.
action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's
that they
that's
know
really
they know what they're going to do when they get there.
yeah, yeah, that's really powerful. So for the business, the benefits are that we're going to have increased traffic, therefore increased sales. For the brand, the benefit is
Well, one of the big benefits for the brand is if you want an exit strategy.
aha.
If you say, you know what, this, Power Family Plumbing's going really well, but I'm getting a little old to crawl under houses anymore,
Hmm.
and my daughter doesn't want to. I don't have a son that wants to. Maybe we should consider selling the company. And the bigger the brand, the more you can X out it. Um,
Right, right.
so not everybody has that in mind, or maybe it's just a long-term goal, not a short-term goal, but your branding is only going to help with that.
Yeah, it's going to help you in the meanwhile. How do we measure this? How do you measure that? Brand reach, scope, whatever.
Yeah. I can't imagine a simple way for this to be measured before we had AI tools.
Right, right.
I mean, now we just have so much data, so we can
Ah,
collect um, where all that traffic comes from and collate it, where based on the um, our frequently asked questions,
right.
based on the actions taken there. We can have a heat map where we go, oh, most of the people that come to our main page are then going to page X,
Mm-hmm.
which is where we want them to go. Or
Mm-hmm.
they're going to Y, we're hoping they'll go to X. So now how do we change that?
Mm-hmm.
And now that you've got all that data, instead of somebody just scratching, look like me, pulling their hair out, um, you hand it off to a Perplexity or a Claude and say, look, this is the data. Tell me what's going on
Right.
and give me a graph. Is it going up? Is it going down? Why should it, what can we do to get it going in the right direction if it's not, but what direction it's going? And we have the ability to collect much more data than we used to be able to. And
Yeah.
now we have the ability, like I said, to collate it and hand it off to a machine, a learning machine that can learn from it and go, oh, this is what you should do. This is going perfectly well. Great. What are recommendations I want better than perfectly well? And get
Hmm.
recommendations for that
Hmm.
too.
I
Because
love
why
that.
settle for perfectly well if there's a solution to get even better?
Right. And you're talking just here about, chat stuff. You're not even talking about AI agents yet, which could even
Right.
potentially, have you experimented with that? Is that a thing that you're doing or no?
I have, in fact, a few years ago for a conference, I built a language model. I took over 600 SEO tests done by the SEO Intelligence Agency and by Internet Marketing Gold, because I'm members of both, so I have access to these tests. Trained a module on it, and so anybody could go in and say, would it help to name my images with a keyword?
Oh,
And
wow.
it'll not only will it answer it, it'll give you the tests that were, if you want to click on them and learn
Wow.
what they found, you know. And lately, I've been using AI agents to publish content across the web.
Hmm.
So I can, for instance, I opened an account on Blue Sky for one of
Hmm.
my clients.
Hmm.
I chose some topics that align with their business,
Hmm.
and every 8 hours, I could have set it at every 1 hour, I could have set it every 24 hours, every 4 days, whatever. Um, AI is going to create and post a post on one of those subjects. I gave it about
Hmm.
50 different, slightly different keyword areas. And at the end of it, I ask it for every post at the end to put a certain hashtag.
Yeah, right, right.
I could have had a particular URL, but I don't want to send all the traffic to like home pages when sometimes it appeals to this page or to that page, kind of thing. But so that's hands off.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that agent can do up to 20 accounts at a time.
yeah. Wow.
So that's not the only account I'm using, but that's just one example.
How long did it take, just curious, before that channel started to, have some weight for that hashtag or
Um,
start to get
as I say, it
attracted?
was a brand new account,
Yeah.
but within 4 days, I was getting some followers on,
Wow.
and since this is about right around Thanksgiving, or the week after Thanksgiving,
Hmm.
when I set it up. And before Christmas, I was getting almost every day at least a reply or response,
Hmm.
whether it's a thanks or, oh, that's really cool. I didn't know that kind of
Right.
thing.
Which is going to
Um,
be a signal to the platform that you're engaging people.
yeah. So and I tell people authentic is the magic word, right?
Yes. Yes.
But AI can do authentic really well.
Yeah. 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 Oh, I agree.
So, you know,
So I've
it's
I've done
the
things for
perception of
clients.
authenticity.
Exactly. I've done things for clients where I put 10,000 videos on a channel in 100 days, and it built a really strong following. But again, I was very picky. It's not AI. I don't use AI video, but I did use AI in the script writing and stuff. Everything is built in After Effects with command line. But suffice to say that I agree with you 100%. And if you do it high quality, you can build an organic audience who is genuinely engaged in what you're doing.
And a lot of people ignore them, but there are so many on the web, there are so many different forums
Hmm.
and groups,
Hmm.
not just in social media channels, although like Facebook has lots of groups, Google has groups,
Hmm.
so on and so forth. But there are just open forums where people who are interested in tiny homes talk
Right,
about tiny homes.
right,
You can create a persona,
right,
go into one of those groups as someone who doesn't know anything. If
right.
you ask questions, if your AI asks questions, people want to help. They will,
Yeah.
because they want to talk about this. This is something
Hmm.
they're really cool about. I
Hmm.
love tiny homes. Personally, I don't
Yeah,
have, or never have lived in a
yeah,
tiny home,
yeah, yeah.
but there are people who do, and they want to help. They want you to share in one of their great loves. So
Yeah,
they will help you. Oh, you should check out this. Just remember not to do that. They'll answer all sorts of questions.
yeah.
You can even take the time to have your AI look through a form and find a lot of common questions
Yeah.
that someone new would ask.
Yeah.
Ask those questions. Before long, they want to help you. So you can say, oh, I've been doing some research. There's this website I
Yes.
found, um,
The classic Reddit link hook.
water for your tiny homes or something.
Yeah.
What do you think? They want to help you. They're going to go check it.
Yes.
They
Yes.
can either
Yes.
tell you that's a good example or that's a bad example, but suddenly you're getting traffic to that place.
Absolutely. There's a reason people do that on Reddit, and there's a reason why it works. So if somebody wants to bring this to you and have you do it, or to engage with your tools or your services, how do they do that? And what does the budget and timeline look like?
Well, anybody that wants to talk about it, I'm at terrypower.com. There's a link there to my
Yeah,
calendar
I'll
link.
put a link underneath. Yeah.
My phone number is also there. I don't
Wow.
answer my phone if I'm busy, but if I'm not busy, I answer the phone,
Yes.
especially if I could talk about SEO.
Yes.
But if someone goes to who is interested in trying to do this themselves, localpowerprofits.com
Okay. Okay. We'll
has
have a
a
link
little,
below.
there's a prompt there that you can punch into Perplexity or Claude or Copilot or ChatGPT, Gemini, any of them that says basically, write me 30 posts for the next month, once a
Mm-hmm.
day.
Mm-hmm.
Make some of them a bit of a pun, some of
Mm-hmm.
them a play on words, some of them a strong call to action, so on and so forth. There's a
Mm.
place, fill in the name of your business, fill in
Mm-hmm.
your niche, what you sell or do, your location, and it'll take all that into account. It'll give you a calendar, a table,
Fantastic. Yeah.
and you can just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste to your favorite social media. You can ask it to make these for Instagram, for Pinterest, for
Far
Twitter,
out.
for X, Facebook, whatever you want.
Yeah.
But localpowerprofits.com, I put that up there so people could see the power of doing it themselves.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to get customers cutting down trees, and once you get them, you're up in the tree cutting it down,
Yep.
maybe you think, I don't have time even once a month to run this thing
Exactly.
on this free generative AI. Well, that's okay. On that page, there's a way to contact me also.
Ah,
Um,
okay. Okay. And then so let's talk
want
about
someone to
that.
do it
So
for you.
now I'm a local business owner. It could be anything. It could be, a clothing store, it could be a restaurant, it could be anything. So once I engage you, what does that process look like?
Well, I start with looking at your brand, looking
Right.
at your website, any social media, any platforms that you're already playing on. See how we can improve on any of those.
Hmm.
For instance, if you're cutting down trees, a small business owner,
Hmm.
he probably misses some phone calls
For
because
sure.
he's got the chainsaw running.
Yeah,
And
exactly. You
so
got to follow up on leads immediately.
you can have AI answer your phone
Right.
and take a message or um, redirect them to somewhere else if you don't want to take messages.
Right.
And then so that you look at your phone later and you get a text from your bot saying, we got a call from this number. They're interested in, getting some tree work done, or they want to sell you a new truck,
Hmm.
whatever it is. So you can save time with AI
Right.
if you don't want to worry about the content creation stuff. You could also have it handle all your email marketing that comes to, Corey's tree trimming at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Um, it can parse the emails and figure out which ones are sales letters, which ones are people interested in hiring you, and
Yeah.
answer
Yeah.
them accordingly.
Yeah.
And you can try it and say, what would be your answer to this? You don't have to just start sending them out willy-nilly without knowing that it's going to answer them the way you want them to
Hmm.
answer it.
Hmm.
Um,
So have you seen
and dip your
this?
feet in the use of AI.
Yeah. So have you seen this used to increase conversion rate by expediting time to lead?
Yes, yes. Um, if if someone, even if it's a robot, if someone answers the phone, they're not ready to go call someone else,
Right.
right? If you call and you need something, big storm, this tree is blocking the driveway,
Hmm.
I got to see about getting it moved. And you call and you just get a busy signal, no voicemail or anything, or you get no answer, you go to the next line and call the
Right.
next person. But
Right.
if you get an answer saying, hey, We're up in a tree right now helping somebody else, but we'll get right back to you
Right, right.
within the hour or whatever
Yeah,
your spiel is.
yeah, yeah.
People go, okay, um, ask him to call me, and if you want, it can even say, what's the problem? You need a tree cut down? Do you need a stump removed?
Right, right. If you
That
have
kind
an
of thing.
emergency, press zero. Yeah, I've never thought of that actually. Who
So,
was it? It's
so
James
getting the
Dooley who
phone
has
answered,
like
especially
trained.
small business owners, that's a problem sometimes. I've had clients
Yes,
where I
exactly.
was like, why are you not, you're ranking much higher. What do you mean you're not getting as many phone calls? And I call them and I'm like, you don't answer your phone.
Yeah,
Not that
this
you're not
is
getting calls, you're not
yeah,
answering them.
exactly. That's something that James Dooley talked about a lot, which was A, first trying to train the client to be a closer, but B, he set up call centers where he has really, really trained the people there so that everything goes instantly to somebody who is an expert on that company, that plumbing lead, whatever, so that but if it's going to be that important for 2025, then we really need to get it together and we need to find these tools that do these things for us because as I guess as Google is gobbling up organic, maybe these other things become amplified in their importance to us. Do you think? Is that the thing?
And if you're not sure how important that is, open up a Gmail. If you don't have one, make one. They're free. Go for it. Make a couple. But if you sign into a Gmail, opening Gemini, Google's AI, is one of the options. And you can ask it to read your email,
Oh,
summarize your emails,
oh,
answer that email. Um, you know, and
right. It's all,
once you are comfortable with it, summarize an email and going, yeah, that's what they were getting at. Um, then you'll get comfortable enough to say, in the future, any emails from X
yeah, do
respond
this.
this way, or
Right,
you
right.
know,
I got to start doing that. I really do. I'll have to get off my butt and do it. So, further than all these things we've discussed today, I think we've painted a pretty good picture. Um, do you have a training course?
I'm developing one.
Oh,
Myself
right.
and a friend, we're putting one together. I have a course that's just for SEOs,
Got it.
um, but we're working on one. Hopefully next month will be done for business owners.
Got it. Got it. Okay, so we'll have you back in
So,
like 8 weeks or something, and we'll just drill down that tool, and help
yeah,
promote it,
that'd be
obviously,
great.
because I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean these.
Anybody that has any interest, go play with AI a little bit, whether
Mhm,
it's ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, Microsoft Copilot. There, you can play with any of them for free.
mhm.
So play with them, whether it's on your phone, on a computer,
People have
have a
very
little
strong
fun.
feelings about AI, and a lot of the older business owners just have not engaged at all. So you would say that that's your big message today is, hey, have an open mind, go and toy around with these things at least and see what they can do for you.
Yeah, I don't doubt that a lot of people, uh, 80 or 80 years ago or so, what do we need a phone for in our business? We're just fine. People stop by and we do the work for them. Um, you know, uh, Henry Ford famously said if he'd have asked, people would have told him they wanted faster horses. He didn't
Right,
ask,
right.
he told them
Great
cars.
quote. I was part of the crowd in 1998 that was selling websites to people, so I can't tell you how many times I've answered the question, what will I ever need the internet for my business? And yeah, it sounds now like a no-brainer. At the time, it was actually a very difficult question to answer to their satisfaction, right? So same with AI
Yeah.
now. Terry, I feel very grateful that you shared your knowledge and your time here today. Thanks for coming on the show. We'll definitely have you back for that tool release. Keep us posted.
Well, thanks for having me. And
Yeah,
go take action, folks.
absolutely. That's exactly what this podcast is about. So, a lot to unpack here today, but the main takeaway is this. Go right now to Google, type in Perplexity. You don't even have to sign up. It's not going to cost you anything. You can just go there and ask it a question. Have some fun with it for now and start just at least getting to know what it can do. You're going to be impressed. And, just taking any sort of action today is going to be good for you. But also, I want you to go check out the free tool from Terry that I'm going to post in the link below. And you can take a look at how this thing works and how it can actually bring you a hell of a lot of benefit. So I encourage you to do that. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks. Take care.